The following is a sample from Game Lore by BronzeDad. This is the type of content you're going to see on that channel, so if you like this audio-based stuff, go ahead and give that a sub. The link is down in the description below, and there are many other videos just like this one there. If you prefer tutorials, guides, previews, reviews, etc., then go ahead and give this channel BronzeDad Plays a sub. Either way, your following is greatly appreciated. On to the video. The corporations of Cyberpunk 2077. Though many corporations exist in the cyberpunk world, the following appear in 2077. Arasaka. The Arasaka Corporation is a worldwide megacorporation dealing in corporate security, banking, and manufacturing. It is one of the most influential megacorporations in the world. The company is also the largest distributor of Japanese-made merchandise throughout the American, European, and Asian markets. Arasaka branded weapons and military vehicles are among the most sought after by police and security firms. Over the years, it has developed a dark reputation as a corporation that is to be feared, one which covers its tracks using assassins, an army of lawyers, as well as an alleged connection to the Yakuza. The Arasaka Corporation maintains one of the largest and most powerful armed forces of any corporation in the world. Arasaka guards or troops are renowned worldwide and feared by many. Most firms will look to licensing from Arasaka corporate security guards, couriers, or mercenaries to protect their assets. However, Arasaka assets will take priority if they're at risk. The troops themselves are loyal to the death to the Japanese conglomerate. Arasaka has made a habit of buying up other companies worldwide and bleeding out the competition of other Japanese corporations. They also give a heavy amount of support to Japanese communities all over the globe, despite their business practices and overall history being considered a little bit unethical. Militech. Militech International Armaments is a megacorporation specializing in weapons manufacturing and private military contracting. Militech is one of the largest manufacturers of weapons and military vehicles with facilities on every continent. The corporation provides equipment for hundreds of nations, private and government organizations, especially the U.S. military and police forces. This equipment includes, but is not limited to, personal firearms, drones, tanks, aircrafts, ships, and assisted combat personal armor. Its second branch provides military forces for defense, peacekeeping, and supposedly nation-building missions. However, the corporation has been known to aid terrorists and military coups in the past. Militech was one of the major participants in the Fourth Corporate War, during which it clashed with its rival company, Arasaka. After the nuclear detonation of Arasaka's tower, President Elizabeth Crest nationalized Militech, using its assets to strengthen the collapsing power of the U.S. military. The corporation has since regained some of its independence, and several of its board members still hold high-ranking offices in the Ministry of Defense. Trauma Team International. Trauma Team International is a corporation that specializes in rapid response medical services. As the premium paramedical franchise, Trauma Team is one of the most powerful corporations of the 21st century. Made up of the best paramedical techs and staff available, the teams travel within a heavily armored AV-4 supported by mobile tanker trucks and ground refueling stations. The AV-4 itself carries the most sophisticated reviving and life support technology available to the corporation, such as a mobile cryo tank. Summoned by dialing 911 on any phone, trauma teams automatically bill the caller from the moment the call is made until delivery to the hospital, tracing the origin of the call to its source. Deadman transmitters also exist, such as credit cards known as trauma cards, able to be bent in half with a 20-mile signal, allowing trauma team response within the moment the victim falls into a comatose state. Trauma cards are able to be transferred, so as long as the owner of the card is present to sign off upon trauma team arrival. Trauma Team provides a variety of plan tiers, the lowest of which will have the victim paying for every single bullet they use. But don't worry, it's 50% off if they take more than 10 minutes to get to you. Kang Tao. Kang Tao is a Taiwanese/Chinese weapons manufacturer. Kang Tao was originally located in Taiwan, and Taiwan became a manufacturing haven in the late 2000s, after the country declared independence with the help of Japan and Arasaka. Kang Tao became an industry giant among the Taiwanese companies. However, unlike the rest, it kept its independence by not selling out to the Japanese businesses. Kang Tao manufactured weapons that were distributed through Asia and made its way to the US. In 2077, the corporation is mainly known for their firearms, especially their newest generation of so-called smart gun weapons that employ gyrotech technology to fire caseless guided ammunition, but they're also becoming players in the mercenary and security markets. In the last 5 years, the company has tripled its stock value and is now one of the biggest arms manufacturers and emerging leaders of weapon exports in the Far East. The recent explosion of Kang Tao refinery in Hangzhou resulted in a chemical leak that killed over 50,000 people. Official accounts have cleared the company of any negligence, but many individuals still blame them for the incident. Biotechnica. Biotechnica is a relatively small corporation. Biotechnica created the genus of wheat that is refined as synthetic grain alcohol fuel. Biotechnica licenses the right to use its genetically modified wheat to petrochemical companies. Besides utilizing the licensing rights to other corporations, Biotechnica has a multitude of bioware products on the market. In 2077, on the south side of the Badlands of Night City, Biotechnica has many protein farms that have made the land more livable than the rest. These immense tent-like structures on the outskirts are but a few of the many farms Biotechnica manages worldwide, producing synthetic protein derivatives on a massive scale. PetroChem. Petrochemical Associates International, also known as PetroChem, is a megacorporation whose primary focus is the petrochemical industry. PetroChem is the world's largest producer of synthetic alcohol fuel, the primary fuel source for the mid-21st century, and will do anything in its power to maintain the fuel and thus itself's dominance on the world stage. Although PetroChem were never directly involved in the Fourth Corporate War, the need to protect their valuable wells and fields as well as fight off sporadic Sov oil attacks as opportunities presented themselves drew so heavily on the corporation that it entered the post-war period seriously depleted. With the collapse of most multinational fuel companies after war, PetroChem kept the world running. With such vast interest to protect and due to the losses of continental brands, PetroChem has invested huge amounts of money in protecting itself, maintaining an armed force worthy of a small country. Still chafing under its license from Biotechnica, it was only a matter of time before PetroChem's wily CEO found a way to absorb the smaller biotech company for good. Euro Business Machines. Euro Business Machines, or EBM, is a megacorporation that generalizes in the manufacturing of computer products, information technology, and electronics. They have a very influential presence in the market, along with some of the largest employee and troop counts. During the late 1990s, EBM performed the greatest free market hostile takeover in history, under the lead of known master corporate raider Dr. Kurt Muller. The operation forced the merging of EBM with a vast number of other prominent computer companies around the world, further reinforcing the already fearsome power that EBM held in the market. Muller, along with the other two members in the company's triumvirate, collectively held 52% of the company's shares and together contribute the majority vote in EBM's corporate interest. Their long-term objective is to consolidate as much of the world's high-tech manufacturing as possible under their label, by any means. Kiroshi Optics. Kiroshi Optics, or just Kiroshi, is a Japanese corporation that originated in the mountains of Nagano Prefecture. It's a small Japanese corporate group that specializes in cyberware, consisting of Kiroshi General Cybernetics and Kiroshi Optics, collectively known as the Kiroshi Group. It's widely regarded as the leading expert in producing optical cyberware. An industry leader in optics design and manufacturing, Kiroshi is well known to most users as producers of high-quality cyber optic implants and scanners. But the company is also heavily invested in orbital programs across Asia and the Americas. After a brief conflict with the European ZES company during the Fourth Corporate War, the two rivals signed a peace treaty and divided the spheres of influence. However, they remained in the state of Cold War, spying on one another and possibly sabotaging each other's projects. Kiroshi are shrewd advertisers of their products. They sponsor celebrities and pop artists like Us Cracks, who are known for their unique and eccentric eye implants. These have been just a few of the many corporations of Cyberpunk 2077. If you like this type of content, please head over to the Game Lore by BronzeDad channel and hit subscribe. Part 2 will be coming very, very soon. Thanks for watching, and until next time.